Everybody sleeps so hard on amethyst, I swear. Ooh, my eyes are doing the different colored thing. Anywho, amethyst is incredible for like enhancing your psychic intuition. It's also really great for people who are empaths because it filters and blocks out all of that negative energy so you don't absorb any energy from anybody else, right? It strengthens your third eye and your crown chakra connection. It's amazing. And it supports your clairvoyance and claircognizance. And it's amazing for you to have on your bedside table. I literally have a big old piece of amethyst on my bedside table to help with dreams, protecting dreams. It helps open your spiritual sight. So it helps open your third eye literally, but it does it in a soft way. So it's not just like bam. So if you're trying to get your psychic ability really on, amethyst is really a great piece for you. I would pair it with labradorite too, but I'll talk about that in another video. Like I said, it acts as a psychic filter, so basically you're not absorbing anybody's energy. If you're a channeler or a psychic that already does readings, it helps you with channeling your messages, gives you clear messages, and it doesn't overwhelm you at all. It also helps distinguish your intuition from like you having anxiety or overthinking, which is so powerful, especially when you're a reader. You have to like learn what's coming from you, what's coming from spirit. That's like the hardest thing. That's why I have little rings. Like I use my rings or like bracelets. So it's like hidden kind of energy. So it gives you the support you need without like having to do anything extra. It also, if you like do a lot of meditating, it helps support your meditation, helps you get into like the brainwave states and the trance states in order for you to get like lots of spiritual downloads. It's a calm, it's steady, it's a high frequency spiritual energy. It's very protective, but it's not harsh, it's not heavy. It balances energy between your mind, body, and spirit. So it allows you to keep your head and your heart aligned, which is something that people struggle with. It's very soothing as well if you have like an overactive nervous system, meaning like if you're in an environment where you really just can't escape the crappy people around you and there's not much you can do, or you're in a bad relationship, it really helps soothe that and helps your nervous system not get overloaded. And it really helps with anxiety. Like personally for me, this and lepidolite is like the best support system. It grounds you instead of being like in a floaty, dissociating state. It transmutes lower vibrations into higher awareness, meaning it takes all the shitty energy and it turns into positive energy with like low maintenance. You don't have to do it. It's just like in your aura. So like when you're wearing amethyst, you can have it like in ring form, bracelet form. You could have it in like a little tumble stone. And as long as it's inside of your aura, which means like your aura extends about 7 feet outside of your body and there's many layers, right? It doesn't have to be in a specific layer. As long as it is in your energetic aura, it will mix and meld with the energy that is there and protect you personally. So you can wear it on your finger as a ring, you wear it in a bracelet, or you can even keep something in your pocketbook, because 9 times out of 10, unless you're at home, like people have their pocketbook or their purse by them often. So it's an amazing tool. It's great for dream work. I typically take a piece and I cut open my pillow and I drop in a couple crystals, but amethyst is one of them. I put it in there and then I sew it up. That way it's always protected. I also add in a piece of citrine, because citrine is a stone that cleanses without needing to cleanse anything else. So it cleanses other stones like selenite does. So when you drop it in your pillow, you don't have to worry about like putting it out in the full moon, because if it's paired with citrine, it will literally do that. Ametrine is citrine and amethyst together. Amethyst is the younger form of citrine, if that makes sense. So over time in the ground, it heats up and it creates the citrine, but it's the same form, just like in a different like chemical make, like it's like formed later basically. And a lot of the times on the market nowadays you see citrine that is heat treated, which is like a really bright orangey color, when really it's supposed to be like a natural like fadey color. This is a piece of ametrine. I'm going to give you an example of it just so you can kind of see. Hold on. It has the pieces of amethyst in there as well as citrine. This video isn't about ametrine, but I wanted to like put an honorable mention in there since the crystal and the energy is really similar. I love you too. I love amethyst.
You do this.
Yeah, I love amethyst. Okay. It supports emotional balance. It gives a lot of stress relief, and it also assists with grief. So if you're grieving or you're going through a hard time or you have lost somebody in your life, it really helps with support in that way. I know I personally wore my amethyst all the time after I had lost my mom and dad and grandma, so it's really helpful, and I still use it to this day. It's one of my favorites. It helps with healing. It helps with your sadness in yourself, especially if you have like some kind of depression or anything like that. It basically encourages clarity, and it gives you a spiritual hug. It clears out confusion and emotional fog within your energy, especially if you're like dealing with some kind of depression or energy like that. It really helps. It also helps release addictive patterns. Lepidolite does the same thing, but this one is a very good honorable mention. So it combats anxiety and helps you release addictive patterns. Now, that doesn't have to be necessarily addictions that are super heavy, but it also can be things like addicted to your phone, addicted to other things along the lines of that, like food, things like that. It really will help with that. It also eases mood swings and tension. So if you know somebody who's funky or acts like a punk, you can put amethyst by them or in their home or like around them, and it helps them not be a butt cheese. It's excellent for protection and spiritual work, especially within your spells. It helps you maintain boundaries as well. So if you struggle with like creating boundaries for yourself, maintaining boundaries, this is the stone for you. It's, like I said, it's great for empaths. It assists with spiritual discipline, and it helps you become consistent within things. And it supports, like I said, opening your third eye without shocking your system like a Kundalini awakening, because your girl wasn't ready for that, okay? It helps integrate your spiritual insights into daily life. So if you're looking to be more spiritual or have more psychic ability, things like that, amethyst is a great way in order to implement that into your life. It's traditionally linked to helping with the nervous system. It's used for sleep support and relaxation. It helps ease tension, headaches, and issues along the lines of that. But of course, no! Sorry, my son knocked over the fluorite, and we all know fluorite is a very soft stone, but it's fine. It supports an energetic detox and gives you a lot of clarity. And it helps you rest better for like recovery. So let's say you went out and had a hard, long night of going out and partying. Go ahead and get you some amethyst because it helps your body recover faster. Allegedly. This is for educational purposes or entertainment purposes. I'm not sure. There's disclaimers we have to add to this, but spiritually, us girlies get it. The best way to work with amethyst is near your upper head or your upper body. So a lot of the times people will have like amethyst earrings that will give them a lot of support, or rings. I personally think it doesn't really matter, an amethyst necklace, things of that sort. But I just think as long as it's within your energy field, I really do notice a difference. You can use it during your meditation or breath work. You also want to hold when you're trying to like fix your emotional regulation, and you want to pair it with grounding stones. So if you pair it with like a tiger eye, it's like, ooh, it like gives you all the support, but like in a grounding way. It's for empaths and very highly sensitive people. It's for people who are beginning their psychic development journey, those who experience anxiety or have lots of mental overload. It's for anybody who needs calm protection rather than like a forceful energy. It's for people wanting spiritual growth and emotional stability. So it's a great stone. It's incredible. I actually do carry a lot of amethyst in my shop. So if you want to, you can go link in the bio. If not, and you want to just kind of see what I have amazing things. I have tumbles, bracelets, earrings, necklaces, carvings, towers, all of that. I think towers are really great too because you can put it by your bedside table. It's great for like dream work. But let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. And I don't have everything on my shop yet, so I would love to show you all that. Anyways, follow if you like this kind of content. Okay, bye.